And welcome back to Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show. This is part 2 of our sweetness episode. And when we last left our agents, 2 of them had been investigating the house that they had been sent to inquire about, and were approached on one side by a strange unnatural shadow creature, and on the other side by a mysterious man who had been following them ever since they had arrived in Tampa. But we're going to cut back to Agent Mandel. And Evelyn Bernier says, Tim doesn't like to talk about it, but I think that his ex-wife might have had something to do with this, because, well, he never really gave me the whole story, but over the years when, like, he doesn't like to talk about her, and, you know, that's fine. I get that. You know, if you have a bad relationship, you don't want to go into it. And we got together, you know, so quick, like, you know, there's never a good time to have that conversation. You know, I mean, the kids and I clicked right away, and, you know, there was never any trouble as far as that went. All that was resolved. But over the years, I think she might be in a cult or something.
Do you happen to have a name and current address for?
I know her name is Sarah. and I think they lived together in Chicago.
Did she keep your husband's last name after the divorce, or?
I don't know. Like, I don't. If I had thought it had been something dangerous like this, I would have asked. I used to be a dispatcher, so I know I probably could run. I could probably run the name. I mean, if you want me to run the name, I can certainly run it.
That's no problem at all. I can certainly do that from my end. Do the children still have contact with her, or?
No, we don't have any contact whatsoever with her.
When would you say is the last time y'all saw her?
I've never actually met her.
Okay.
Like, he said that it was a clean break, and
would you happen to have any photos about, even older ones?
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
You'd have to ask.
A photo of her with the
You'd
children.
have to ask Tim about that stuff. But I mean, when you were saying, like, Tim thinks that it's these kids, and it probably is, but I thought that you should know that, because I understand how it is to be in the middle of a professional investigation, and I want to help a professional like you. Bang! In comes 3 people dashing into the house. 2 of them you recognize. The 3rd one you do not.
Kate, drawing the gun. The gun is drawn.
It's Trip and Tidings, along with a 3rd man who you do not recognize.
Yep, the gun is drawn.
I draw mine quickly as well and point at her.
Who the fuck are you?
Who are you?
I intercept to try to keep Evelyn calm.
Yeah. So suddenly we're in Reservoir Dogs. So I will give Tidings and Trip the option here. Did you see the thing, or did you not? Knowing full well that if you saw the thing, you will have to make a sanity roll.
My character's so paranoid right now that the only way she would have went with Tower is if she had to turn around and see whatever this thing was.
Right. And so therefore you saw that, you're like, you could feel the energy pulsing from its hand as it reached out to you, but you were like, no. And when you felt the hand clamp, you ran with it. Go ahead and make a sanity roll.
Oh my God.
No, when Graves touched you.
Okay, I was about to say it touched me because Jordan's about to freak out.
Because I think you were. Well, I think you were actually in like a freeze situation, and Graves pulled you away. Tidings?
Could I argue that I saw the hand but didn't turn around?
Which?
I think the hand is part of it.
I don't think I want to lose the sanity.
Would you like me to have been like,
nope, let's go.
Like, I can say something because I just rolled a 37
good with me.
Under my 53.
Okay, you're fine then.
I imagine that I turned around and saw that and felt Tower grab me and grab Tidings, and I was like, let's go. Because
had a drag train.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Meanwhile, in the backyard. So this is applause?
Well, do you still lose sanity if you save your sanity roll? Just double checking.
It depends. Usually the worse the thing is, the better the chance is that you'll lose 1 point or something.
Okay.
But in this case,
it's a low-level terrifying monster. Okay.
That shouldn't lose any sanity for us. This is our 2nd season, Rob.
I did watch a monster crawl inside a human body.
We
pretty up close.
we also don't want to immediately throw everybody off the sanity cliff in the first episode. So
I was planning to die this episode. Was that not what everybody?
Oh, is that
No.
is that it? Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
So yeah, everybody comes running in. There is a tense standoff suddenly.
I'm gonna need you to drop your weapon right now.
Absolutely not. I need to know who the fuck you are first.
You need to leave these premises right now because there is a target outside that is gonna get a lot of people killed if you don't leave right now.
The only target I'm seeing at this moment is you.
We're all friendlies.
What's outside?
What's the last name of the family again? Bernier.
Bernier.
Mrs. Bernier. It's gonna be fine. I do need you to grab your family, and we're gonna vacate just for a little bit while we check out the premises because we saw something concerning outside. Okay.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll here.
Yeah, I have to get under a 61 for this sucker. Okay.
Oh my God, you guys, what if the dad's dead?
I've been trying not to think about that. I also was like, what if it is the dad?
I will also point out that I left my FBI badge fully visible because we were coming in here under the pretense of being FBI. So
I rolled a 3.
I'm just gonna, for Tony's point of view, you do see the badge.
003.
You're right. Let's go. Like Tim comes walking in. Like, I think this is the stuff that. What the fuck?
Sir, keep calm. We have to exit the premises right now.
And Evelyn actually backs you up and is like, "Yep, they said they saw something outside, honey. We need to go. Come on, let's grab the kids and go." So they run into or they go to the backyard and they pick up the kids and Tim goes to the kids to like pick them up and get them ready, and Evelyn walks up to Tango and is like, "Your team said they might have saw some movement outside, so we're going to move to a secure location." And she's speaking to you in a very like low,
yeah, my
voice.
Dispatch chick. Yes. Professionalism.
The kids are. Oh, Jesus! Really?
Can you give me an alertness? Check.
Oh my God.
I got an 86 out of a 28.
Okay.
Did nobody go out there with them?
So they you basically walk with them as they get in their car and pull off, and you set up like, "Oh, we will call you when it is clear."
Is it in the car? Oh my God, it's in the car. Oh my God. Don't meta game.
Jordan, why do you say these how could you say something so controversial and yet so brave? Meanwhile, inside the kitchen standoff.
Are we gonna? What is it? What are you doing? Why is there guns?
Shadow. There was a shadow outside, but it was shaped like a person, and it didn't come off of one of us. This was not a Peter Pan thing.
Identify yourself, strange, random ass person who just bust into this house.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Give me, Sarah, give me another alertness roll.
Oh my God.
72.
They're everywhere.
Oh okay.
Oh no.
I like that Jordan is rapidly going from playing paranoid to playing paranoid.
It's cool. I'm just possessed or something. Like, it's fine.
I'm going to ignore the standoff and start basically checking out, looking at all the windows.
Okay. You don't seem to see anything weird.
I'm going to start looking for things that are flammable, including a lighter, because I'm assuming we're just going to have to blow this place up.
I turn to Teaspoon and I say, "Look, Agent, I understand. I'm not trying to step on your toes here, but perhaps you're familiar with the term unsub, and there is one outside right now that almost just killed your 2 friends here."
I need to point out that you, a random person, have walked into an official FBI investigation at this moment and refused to identify yourself.
I don't have
So,
time for this. And I take off and I go back to outside to where I saw the creature.
Okay.
At least he's out of the house.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna follow him. So that there is a actual person in the investigation that is trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
I will follow as well.
Okay, thank God, because I have no fighting capabilities. Okay.
I'm going to figure out where Tango went and hook up with her.
She is in the garage grabbing like kerosene and like other flammable type things.
hey, Teaspoon, did you see if they have a gas stove?
Tango, we're not blowing this house up.
Oh, but I mean, what if we need to?
Mm-mm. No.
But what if we?
Mm-mm. Nope.
But
This is a family home where people actually live.
well, yeah.
That is an absolute last resort.
But well, I mean,
Tango,
fine.
look at me in the face.
Yes.
Deep breath. In, out.
I'm not.
Remind me why we're not
panicking.
blowing up this house.
Because it's a family home and it's a last resort.
Okay. So,
Cut
People actually
to
live here.
both of you get what are your tidings and trip? What are your hum int ratings?
60.
10.
Okay. Trip, the stranger, the way that the stranger is basically now kind of patrolling outside and taking corners and handling their firearm. They have clearly been trained with this. So this is not just some random dude off the street. I mean, it is, but this random dude off the street clearly has some sort of training.
So you seem professional.
Thank you. Look, you need to get somewhere safe.
I need to figure out what's going on with you so that we can figure out either how best to work together or what you know that you're not telling us. Because it's not every day that somebody just pops out of nowhere in the middle of our investigations to insert themselves. And that's nothing against you. I'm very appreciative of the fact that you made sure I wasn't grabbed by the shadow hand thing. So thank you once again for that. But have you seen that before?
I don't know what I saw. All I know is that I need to keep you safe, Miss Rep.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know all of your names. But right now is not the time to talk about it.
so lucky Teaspoon's not there.
I know that. That's why I'm having this conversation without you.
Well, these are things we have seen before.
Do we have
So maybe
something
we should
can...
be the one
Yeah.
protecting you.
And maybe you can tell us what to call you so we don't have to just say, hey, guy, in case something pops up that we need to warn you about.
Look, you can call me Andrew for now. But what do you mean you've seen this before?
Well,
Hold
not
that thought.
this.
Sarah, you want to jump in here?
I just want to open up a window or wherever is close to them and just yell, Teaspoon says we can't burn down the house.
We're not burning down the house, Tango.
Fine. I'm
That's-
just letting them know that they're not supposed to burn down the house.
Put
Thank
the kerosene
you.
back.
I'm putting the kerosene back.
Burning
Yes,
down the
before-
house.
You've seen this before, and none of you are dead.
I mean,
There was more of us once.
and it's not like people haven't been injured, but we haven't seen this particular thing before.
Well then, if you're so enlightened, would you mind enlightening me as to what the hell is out there?
The truth. The truth is out there.
Jackass.
I'm about 5 seconds to putting my gun in my holster and smacking you in the face.
I
That's
do
probably
appreciate that you didn't escalate to putting it under his chin and pulling the trigger. So you do still have some sanity left in you. I appreciate that. Can I get a read on Graves?
What
At
are
what point can we pop back out there?
hold
Yeah.
that thought. What like what is your intent? Like,
So
what are you trying to figure out?
He is coming off very intense for having popped out of nowhere. And it doesn't seem like he's familiar with this. And he somehow knows who we are, even though he doesn't know what we do. So maybe trying to figure out the best way to break something like this to a normal person, or best way to lie until they can get him like in a more relaxed environment that we don't have something pop out during. I have persuade, psychotherapy, human, first aid if I need to knock him out.
Well, so give me a human roll.
Okay.
Sarah, you look like you had your hands up for something.
I just have an idea.
Okay.
Like I have a
And if
perfect.
not,
I just have a
Rolled
perfect
an
conversation.
83, so that's not really going to do it.
if not, I'll just be honest because I got none of those skills. So I was
Oh my God, when can we get there?
Can we
You
get there
already
now?
threatened him, okay?
Can we get there now?
Yeah. Like, what you realize, Trip, is this is another part of his training. You think that it's another part of his training because it's really hard to read him. Like, he's like most normal people, you have a decent chance of reading, but him, it's all blank. So you think that he must have had some kind of psychological training as well. Teaspoon and Tango come out the house.
Hey, new guy. Have you seen this before?
No, I have not.
Okay, cool. We're all on level 0. We're kind of experts on this stuff. So, guns aren't gonna help because it was a smoke monster from what I've been hearing. So, yeah.
What would help is you explaining what exactly you are doing on our crime scene.
Well, we look around to make sure things are safe and not burn the house down.
I second that.
Then we can have a conversation.
Yeah, walk and talk. Let's do this.
Cool.
As far as you can tell, whatever was there is no longer there.
Can I at least try to read if he means harm to any of our team?
With your expertise, you get the feeling he wants to protect you.
Okay. Then I
Like,
tone it down a little.
in a weird sort of way. Like he's like, as you're kind of walking the scene and making sure there's no spooky stuff. You like you catch him watching the other members of the team, but it's with a sort of like Overwatch aura of like, like, okay, they're focused on this thing. I'm going to step back and watch them to make sure that the shadow whatever thing doesn't eat their face.
Okay. Then I tone it down, but I'm still...
We know.
So I would probably want to try to see if Andrew can show us where it came out of the house. Because you mentioned when you were describing it very creepily, Rob, good job. Appearing that it was coming out of the
oozed
house
out or something.
Yeah.
I believe the phrase was oozed, yeah.
Yeah, you basically saw it ooze out of the crack of a window, Andrew. And you
Okay.
So it wasn't out of the symbol or something?
No, nothing obvious like that.
Where does that window lead?
Catherine's room.
Great. Oh, I love that. Okay, so let's go tear apart a little girl's room. Next. I'm sure we won't find anything weird in there.
Oh, it's just another Tuesday. Oh boy.
So to be fair, kids have the weirdest things in their room anyways. So here comes child psychology.
Dude, Play-Doh is weird.
Here comes the rock collection.
Yeah.
And the pine cone collection.
Oh,
And the shell collection. You're in Florida.
you let me tell you, we have quite the rock collection in our house. I will just leave it at that. So you head back into Catherine's room, and your search doesn't turn up anything unusual. Actually, everybody give me an alertness.
I made it!
Scared the crap out of me.
Sorry. I was really
Oh,
excited.
I also made it.
I also made it.
I did not.
not.
How? Oh man.
I'm for a paranoid person. I don't catch a lot, huh? I just I don't really notice what's going on.
You're too busy looking at everything to notice
I missed
something.
it by 7.
That's true.
So
That's harsh.
who made it? Teaspoon, Tidings, and
It's a tango.
Tango.
is it Tango? Okay. Teaspoon. You find a picture of like tucked in a-
Ex-wife?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
From happier times, and this looks like the kind of thing that perhaps Catherine has smuggled, because it's like stuck in a book under her mattress, and on the back of it says and on the back of it says me and sweetness, age 5.
I take a really clear picture of it, front and back, and then slide it back in.
Okay. Tidings. You find. What do you find? Here's what you find. You find that she has one of those like old standing mirrors in her room, and it has been tilted up and away. And Tango, you don't find anything in this room, but in Chad's room, you find the mirror has also been deliberately covered with like what are the youths into these days? A
Tina Turner.
yes, the rock and roll music. With like a ninja poster.
Okay.
The YouTuber.
Oh, I thought. Oh, the YouTube.
No, not like a ninja, like the guy who plays
streamer.
video games.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought like maybe a ninja would be cooler than ninja. No offense. No offense.
You can have that argument with the 10-year-old when they return to the house.
All right.
If
He's
this was the late
11,
80s,
but okay.
early 90s, there would be ninjas everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so are they I immediately like scoot back between the two rooms to see, like, look at both of the mirrors. Is there any etchings or any figures, like?
No, nothing that matches, or like any hidden occult things or anything like that.
Are there any other mirrors in the house?
That's what I was gonna ask.
I'd
Are
like
they-
to check all of those
Do
mirrors.
they all seem fine? Yeah.
Yeah, they all seem fine. It's just the ones in the kids' room are covered.
I thought you said the one in Catherine's room was just angled up.
It's tilted. Yeah, like those two are.
You couldn't see it.
You can see
Right.
it. Yeah, there are other mirrors in the house and like in the bathroom and stuff, and those are fine and otherwise untouched.
Okay, everyone, we need to cover all of the mirrors.
Are we sure that there isn't just a gas leak
Shh,
in this house?
shh.
Can
What
I do a
would that have
check
to-
on that just to double check and make sure that we're clear? Like make sure they're whatchamacallit is still working. Their carbon
Monoxide.
monoxide
CO2?
detectors. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
they're
I
fine.
sense unknown? Isn't that a thing?
I'd also
No, that
like
was
to try
a
to.
different game.
Okay.
Does any of this sound familiar, Rob, from like a research perspective?
No.
I'm not meta-ing, Tawny, okay? And also, I don't understand what you're referencing, so I can't do that either.
So, like, as a thing, like, archaeologically speaking, like, mirrors are definitely, like, spirit world stuff.
Mhm.
Like, known as that. And I kind of, like, explain this to everybody. I'm like, the best thing is if you have a mirror that's directly parallel to, or is it? Oh, anyway, if it's facing a window, it allows for, or a door, it allows for spirits to come in very, very well. It's a way for things to come through. If we're looking at a shadow entity, it could have come in through one of the mirrors.
You mean like Bloody Mary?
Not as
Candyman.
not as BS as Bloody Mary, but yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't discount it at this point.
I mean,
honestly.
it's true. So I mean,
All right. I start covering mirrors.
Hey, Mandel, do you have a fingerprint kit on you or something?
Also,
see how large the prints are. See if
I
it was a
have
kid that did it
access to
or the adults.
VICAP and criminology software.
I'm going
but no, I
to
don't think I have.
powder the mirror.
I have forensics
Oh.
crap with me, so I will lend you
Okay, there you go.
my stuff. I'm also
If
going
we
to
pick up fingerprints, I can run them through like VICAP and shit.
I also want to check the cleaning products that Tim dropped into the like sitting room or whatever when he went to go grab that.
Okay.
To see if there's any traces left of blood or viscera.
I
So-
think that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, Graves.
I was gonna say that since I have no idea what the hell they're talking about, and I think that it's probably just a gas leak, and everybody's kind of a little loopy, I think I'm just gonna continue what I've been trained to do and just like sweep the house.
Oh,
Okay.
I also want to take salt and circle it around the two kids' mirrors. We'll keep the boys closed.
You guys are gonna like staple gun a Ouija board to the door.
Do they have carpet in their room? Because this
Yes.
could really mess up the carpet in their room.
So
Yeah, might have been better off just burning the house.
Somebody said we shouldn't do that.
We're not burning down yet another house.
Yet another.
Yet another? Listen, I didn't have anything to do with that. It can't be proven. Don't look at me that way.
so Tidings, tell me about the bottle that you keep your fingerprint kit in.
I think it's just like
Oh.
an old Altoids tin.
Didn't
There's, like,
I
a
give
few
you
of
the
those
fingerprint
stacked
kit?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And you crack it open, you get out the brush, and you you dab the mirror and brush it with the dust.
Oh no.
What's interesting, and Tidings is probably doing this when he, like, without anyone else in the room, so the audience likely sees it, but other people, but the team doesn't, is he opens up the Altoids tin and the dust comes out in a weird shimmery silver column, and a thin layer of it covers the mirror on its own accord, and he shuts the tin.
Nobody else sees this?
Well, because everybody else was running around doing other stuff, right?
No, I was
I
circling their mirrors with salt, so I was probably near the mirror.
Or at
Right.
the other mirror.
All right, give me an alertness check.
Yeah, it's check.
Really uncomfortable, guys. This is a lot.
I'm wandering around
17.
covering the rest of the mirrors.
I'm just sort of chilling.
I'm looking for people and not
Oh.
crazy crap.
Oh, right. I was checking the cleaning supplies. Never mind. I know
I
what I'm doing.
made it. I got a
Okay.
17.
So why don't you then give me a sanity roll?
Yeah!
She hasn't done one of those yet. Oh, yeah, she did.
Boom. 61 under my 64.
3 points.
Ah!
Oh my god.
All right, so let me check something here really quick. Where is it? Oh, here. Brr, brr, brr. You see Blue's Clues and he attacks.
I just got a sanity check. I just got a sanity check.
I just got a sanity check.
Wonder
I
how
just
much I
got a
lost.
sand check.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. So you don't lose any sanity, and I think you don't see it come out, but I think you kind of see the dust evaporate off of the mirror, because it only lasts for a few
Moments.
like a minute or two.
Okay.
But that to you, Tidings, confirms that something came through this. And then I think you kind of catch Tango like standing in the doorway out of the corner of your eye.
I didn't see any prints on here, but it looks like there's some weird smudges.
That was
So
sparkly.
this might be where it came from.
That was sparkly.
It's a new kind of fingerprint powder.
Don't lie to me. Don't be a dick. We're already losing our minds as it begin. To start with, don't start lying to me.
That's actually a fair reaction. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what Tango says. And
Yeah.
Tango's just going to like sit cross-legged in front of the mirror waiting for something to happen.
Very poltergeist of you.
Can I come in and cover that mirror next?
Yeah.
No, we needed to have at least like one uncovered so we could
Otherwise, how are
only
we
give
going
it
to
one way to
interact?
come in and out.
Aren't we fairly certain that it escaped?
It might
But
have
there
went
could
back.
be more.
Okay, I'm just going to point out, let's make the assumption that there was only one. We want to keep this family safe and keep them from getting back in.
Burn the house.
We're not burning down another house, Tango.
Okay, so, but what's the plan after all the mirrors are covered? We just tell them never to uncover them?
Well, we need to do some research and figure out what's going on, and maybe we can solve the issue so that whatever the issue is does not come back. So we asked them to stay away for a few days, maybe with some family, something, go to Disney. Where are we, Tampa? Yeah. They can go to Disney for a few days.
What if if this is only happening to the kids, what if the kids are the focal point? What if it follows the kids?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's
And-
with the family right now? Somebody call the
Oh
family.
my God. I'll call the family. I'll call them.
Tell
While
them
she
to
does that, I
abandon their
want to start
kids?
running the ex-wife through like FICAP and
Okay.
whatnot.
So Donna, are you calling Tim or Evelyn?
Evelyn.
Evelyn, I can tell some shit to if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this might be, well, she's in like the professional dispatcher space, but also technically in emergency situations, you're supposed to call women.
Really?
Kind of like, not technically, but I feel like if you call women, they're the ones that are better equipped to deal with knowing kind of
Let's
intuitively
grab
what
the
to
5
do.
things that we need to get out of the house and go.
Yeah.
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 Like you have to take it. I mean, you have to play to that sort of the unfortunate societal thing of like women are on guard more often, and so they're more likely to be like, what do I need to do to be safe? So
Also, I
And she
feel
already
like
knows they're in a dangerous situation, so she's probably clocking exits to whatever
Mhm,
hotel they're
mhm.
at and all of that. So
she answers the phone. Agent Mandel, is that you?
Hello, Evelyn. This is actually Agent Rep, Agent Fake Name. I was just calling to check in and see if you got to the hotel okay. If you guys need anything, how's it going?
I really want when you said Agent Fake Name, I really want the edit to be somebody who is very clearly not you giving a fake name. like I want Brad to be like Johnson.
Agent McGillicuddy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, this is Agent Johnson.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
calling to check in.
So, we're okay. What's the situation? What's the situation with the house? Did you notify local PD yet?
We haven't notified them yet. We're still casing and looking for entry points. We did notice something outside of, and please, remain calm. We haven't noticed anything bad yet, but we saw something outside of your daughter's window. So we just want to really make sure that we're taking your family's safety to the utmost precaution here. Are you guys going to a hotel? I just want to make sure that we are making you the most safe as we possibly can.
Well, we have some. We have I have family nearby that we can stay with for a couple days if that's something that you need us to do.
That would be wonderful. And I really think it's important for people to be with the kids at all times right now, just to make sure everything's safe. If you and your husband can make sure not to go out anywhere alone, if you can help it. I know as life has needs, there might be cases where that has to be important, but just make sure to know where everybody is. Keep in mind, and we'll do check-ins to make sure you're doing okay.
Oh, okay.
Great.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a luck roll, which is basically a 50-50 shot because she this is where her dispatcherness kind of might bite you in the butt, because I feel like when she was like, hey, should I call the local cops? And you're like, no, we got this.
I said not yet.
But that still might have struck her as a little odd.
Rob.
God, I hope not.
So, okay. So I did in fact roll those dice for a luck roll, and we will see whether or not that works out. So
Okay.
I dislike you intensely currently.
yeah, get in line. So
Do
what
federal investigators have to tell local police if they're there?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
They don't.
Then I feel less bad about that. Okay. Also,
Yeah,
I'm not technically a federal investigator,
Well,
so I wouldn't even know.
But you're moonlighting as one, so
I know.
At the very least, if it failed, there may be some complications. Oh, and that may depend on how quickly you guys decide to get out of the house. So what is everybody else doing while Trip is making this call? Oh, you're running the XY thing. You do get a hit. But not in on the criminal side of things.
Oh no, she's an agent of some sort.
Or a witness?
No, she was a officer with the Chicago Police Department. Sarah Garrison is her full name. And
A or H?
H.
Ugh.
Ooh.
And it
Waste of ink.
For her, not for you, Sarah. For game Sarah, not real Sarah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Really sell that with sincerity there, Tony.
the interesting thing being that looks like she do you have bureaucracy?
Oh yes, I do.
What is your bureaucracy at?
70.
So you're in reading the information that you pull off the computer network, the implication that you get is basically she was not fired, but
She was asked to step down from her position.
To basically protect her pension. And the terse nature of the information that you get makes you think that it is not something that the police department wants to talk about with anybody.
So news articles from around that time might be a better source.
Nothing.
Maybe not.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. When your
if I
municipality wants to
run
get rid of you,
the picture, like her face through systems, do I come up with anything different? Like maybe an alternate identity or
nothing like that.
A tattoo that's very similar to the mark that was on the door.
Nothing obvious like that.
okay.
Red eyes, glowing skin.
You do.
Can I find out like who her superiors were at the Chicago PD and maybe like okay.
You
I'll
can
take note of that.
how long ago did this happen?
About 7 years ago.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Right after Kathy's only 8.
Yeah,
So
Catherine's
not
only 8.
long after the birth of her daughter.
Oh my God, Catherine was a sacrifice baby.
What? A sacrifice
What?
baby?
Like, she's in a cult. They need to sacrifice something. So they're going to sacrifice a baby. So she had a baby. And then when the husband was like, no, I love the baby, she's like, whatever, I'm done. And like divorces him.
That's a lot of leaps to make, Tango.
Also, did we search the father's room to see if he had anything? Because Evelyn mentioned that
Nothing like weird turned up in your search of the house other than the mirror stuff.
Because Evelyn mentioned that she might be in a cult.
Can I do some sneaking and call the Chicago PD and try to like snake my way into some more information about her dismissal?
Yeah, you can do that. Are you going to do that here at the house, or are you going to do that back at the?
We should probably decamp elsewhere.
Is there a sticker or something that we should put on the door that says
What?
I don't know, like a do not enter
Like
crime
scene?
Like crime scene tape? No, they've already. Like, unless you're redeclaring this a crime scene, but then you would basically have to sit here and wait for the local cops to show up.
Oh, no, thank you.
And then
I don't want to deal with them.
Ugh.
They don't need to know we're here.
So you guys head back to the hotel, and I think as you are like 2 blocks away, you do see a Tampa patrol car rolling back the other way. And you kind of pass like 2 ships in the night.
Were we just like, hey, Drew, follow us?
I assume so.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
he's kind of in it at this point, and I'm sure some of you are kind of like,
I'm like,
do we need to call Ms. Green and let him know that we have a tag along, or how does this work exactly?
I'll ride with him, guys. I'll give him directions. It's okay.
I give Andrew a bracing clap on the arm and then get into the other car.
Good luck, buddy.
I do the whole I'm watching you face.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
give the I got it face.
So do we want to cut back to the hotel room, or do we want to have a scene between Tango and Graves?
That's up to Tony.
I'm asking you guys.
How you feeling, Andrew?
Either way is good with me. I realize that's not helpful.
I would say then like cut to the
Unless
room.
there's something like specific that we want to advance, I think we can move forward to just the investigation.
I just look at him and say, I have bear spray.
Yeah, I know. Just so you know, I've been following you the longest.
What? Why me?
And we cut to
I'll take it. You've been on the phone with Chicago PD for a couple of hours, and you have not gotten anywhere. Even being like, well, I work for the FBI, and they were like, the FBI has no jurisdiction over our hiring practices.
I was kind of trying to play it as like, yes, well, she applied for a job here with us, and I was just trying to collect a reference of employment.
They do not buy it.
And then I tried like a different tact of like, okay, actually, really seriously, that was a fake. I'm actually an FBI agent.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Like the farthest you get in is you get connected to one of their HR people who basically says Sarah Garrison no longer works at the Chicago Police Department. Thank you for your time. That is the most information you get.
Well, that was a bust, y'all.
Yeah. You do, however, have her current address based on the information that you pulled out.
Is it
Can
still
we
in
do
Chicago?
a reverse image search of the
It is still in
symbol?
Chicago.
Okay.
No, because that wasn't a symbol that was pulled off of the internet. It was pulled off of like, an actual police photo. So there's not like there's really nothing. Well, let's see.
When the FBI doesn't have it, Google does.
Hey, maybe. So,
Well, wait.
Andrew, you said that you knew all of us.
He said what? No.
Apparently, I've been followed the longest.
Full disclosure, yes. I've been following all of you for 2 months. However, Tango, as you're calling her, I've been following it for 3.
Why?
God damn it, this is fuck it. What I'm doing is not exactly legal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried looking into your organization of Delta Green. I can't find anything. However, you all...
Which organization? Sorry?
Does he know the name Delta Green?
I think so.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'm acting like I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's clear, but like if Tony takes a step too far and you're like, nope, like, and my close personal friend Cthulhu said that.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, he knows a lot more than I expected.
Where I was going with that is I tried looking into Delta Green. I could find nothing. No record of any sort of organization in existence. However, I was able to find all of you.
I'm not sure what Delta Green is either, so good luck with your endeavors with that.
Delta Green doesn't exist.
Look, I work for the CIA.
Aha.
Tom was my brother-in-law.
Tom?
You might know him as Taxi.
Shit.
We tried so hard.
I'm trying to find out what happened to him. And all I could get was a name, and that name was Woody.
He was shot in the head by a sniper.
Tango?
Tango, it's okay. I mean, I can... If you're here to find out what happened to your brother-in-law, Woody's no longer a problem. You don't have to worry about that name anymore.
We handled it.
It's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to meeting him face to face.
And then shooting that face.
I mean, I'm not going to say that you're never going to see the face again, but it's
I was
not
thinking the same thing.
I'm trying really hard not to laugh. Oh my God.
Phoenix is ready to pour the water on, and Chip is like, nope.
I'm not saying you're never going to see the face again, but it's not Woody. And there's no revenge to be had there anymore. However, after following us for such a long time, you're going to be involved in something dangerous now. And I know you're part of the CIA already, Are you prepared for that? Because if not, this would be a good time to just drop it.
And I'm going to let you know right now that this is on another level.
If a Coast Guard, if a FBI agent, if a forest ranger
Hey.
can do this, I have been well trained to handle whatever it is any of you have coming for me.
This
Andrew?
isn't shooting another spy.
Andrew, there's no training for this.
Very cavalier of you.
The only way to do this is to experience it and hope that you're strong enough to get through it. And it's not a sign of weakness to not do this. It's just,
This will rip your life apart.
yeah, that.
My life has already
Once you
been
start-
ripped apart. I need to know what Tom got himself into.
Okay, Andrew.
We send a message to Miss Green first.
Oh, should this be a ask for forgiveness after we close this out? I think if we hand her
Okay.
a new player and a completed case,
We've gone outside the lines before.
she won't be
Worked
Can-
out
too
well the first time.
grouchy.
What are they going to do? Fire us?
Have we ever completed a case?
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah,
You guys were
I mean, Trip's alive, so.
like 50-50. So
yeah. When we firebombed that tank with the zombie thing
The
in it.
burning down of the house.
Yeah.
that was a strong opening.
Yeah.
So
It's all been downhill from there, but
I'm gonna take Andrew aside, and tell him about the ship crash, what went on with Tom trying to open up the storage space, and I'm not gonna say too much about Wilson dying. I'm not gonna talk about that just yet. But I'm gonna at least let him have that closure for how he passed away.
So that means that it is now an excellent time for our viewers to go and watch that episode, because we will be back for our third act of Sweetness here on our Delta Green Season 2. So go watch that episode to refresh your memory, and come back and watch us next time. Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.